our intelligence. As a result of Pakistan befitting response to Afghan Taliban's regime against Pakistan, valiant forces targeted 37 locations in Afghanistan. 415 Taliban's regime personnel and Khawarij were eliminated. 182 posts completely destroyed, 31 posts captured, 185 tanks and APCs destroyed, 46 locations targeted across Afghanistan, as I stated earlier. Pakistan's 12 brave soldiers embraced Shahadat, martyrdom, 27 injured, and 1 is missing in action. Our position is still we desire peaceful, stable regional integration and prosperous Pakistan. We are well-wisher and we will remain well-wisher. We have all the sympathy for the people, brothers and sisters in Afghanistan. But this is something which we have done against those elements who have been unfortunately sponsored or patronized by the Taliban regime in Afghanistan. And as a consequence, we have been, facing all these, terrorist activities, but still demonstrated patience for a very, very long time. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, we have repeatedly urged the Taliban regime to take immediate, concrete and verifiable measures against all terrorist groups operating from Afghan soil, including TTP, BLA and their affiliates. Regrettably, the Taliban regime has failed so far to undertake any concrete and verifiable actions against these groups, despite our, repeated assurances which have been given to Pakistan at different levels, including to me. Despite Pakistan's numerous goodwill gestures and attempts to engage Taliban regime through mediation process, the regime remains unwilling to prevent in a serious way repeated terrorist attacks emanating from their soil. As I said, that which is a very strong instrument in Islam, what we call fatwa, the religious decree, and that too in the presence of the 1,000 prominent scholars, a few months back. But seems to be that on ground, hardly any action. Due to active support and facilitation extended by the Taliban regime to TTP, BLA, and their affiliates, terrorist attacks against Pakistan have increased manifold, as I've given you all these statistics. Our civilian population, military and law and enforcement personnel, places of worship and infrastructures, all have been targeted. I have quoted you all the detail what has happened. The fact is that Afghanistan, unfortunately, currently is a safe haven for multiple regional and international terrorist organizations, which has been well documented in the reports of the UN Security Council Analytical Support and Sanctions Monitoring Team. Afghan Taliban's regime serves as a master proxy of forces to destabilize Pakistan and the entire region. Terrorist organizations such as Fitna al-Khawarij, Fitna al-Hindustan and others work in close coordination and under patronage of the Taliban regime. It is also a well-established fact that TTP, whose entire leadership is based in Afghanistan, continues to operate with impunity from their soil, and they have yet not been kicked out from their country. Pakistan expects the international community to condemn the expanding terrorist threat which is emanating from Afghanistan and which is destabilizing activities in the entire region. We hope that the international community will play a constructive role by urging Afghan Taliban regime to uphold its commitment under the Doha Agreement not to allow its soil to be used in practice by terrorist organizations against the regional countries and the neighboring countries. Pakistan is a strong proponent of regional peace and stability, but the protection of Pakistan's sovereignty and the safety and security of our people is the foremost priority of the government of Pakistan and the state. Pakistan reserves the right to take all appropriate actions in its self-defense and to protect its citizens in accordance with the international law, including the UN Charter. So I'm extremely grateful that you have the inconvenience of adjournment of the yesterday's sitting, and thank you for making it today. Thank you for your time, and I'll be happy to answer any questions if or any clarification if somebody wants to see. Thank you.
You very eloquently spoke about the need for diplomacy and restraint, the conflict in the West, in the Middle East, Iran and so forth. Would that suggest that pursuing the avenues of diplomacy and negotiation with respect to what is going on with your other neighbor?
Sure. Well, first of all, we have the whole idea. We would have actually met 3-4 days ago because of my unavoidable participation in the OIC, and that again was for the cause of peace in the Middle East. I had to go, so that's why. So first of all these actions, as I said, they have been great restraint, in a very measured way, and at reaching a point where no more space was available to remain totally quiet and keep taking whatever is coming on our side. So we had to exercise, the actions we have taken, but we are still, frankly speaking, as I said, that we have the capability and capacity to deal with it in a massive manner. But we respect, the dialogue and diplomacy route. We gave it a chance. I won't walk you through to Qatar Ambassador, His Excellency is here, that the fanatic calls I had in October when they did all this massive, terrorist activities in Pakistan. We were ready to actually go ahead and then, put it, in a right, respond in a right manner. But we were requested by friendly countries, please give it the dialogue and diplomacy, as you are saying now. We gave a chance. And you saw what happened in Doha. Yeah, despite their best efforts, the problem was that there were two nexus of power. Our team would agree with something, and the other side team will go and agree and go just to get the consent or the nod, and they would come back and wriggle out. I mean, this is the experience Qatar had. Same thing happened in Istanbul, and so it's not our fault. So we still prefer dialogue and diplomacy when we are counseling all other countries. And having during our presidency last year of UN Security Council, fixing a theme that multilateralism, peaceful settlement disputes. So we are the believers. So that is there. So your second part of the question, that since we are counseling everywhere this thing, that why not here, we are ready. But you see, it takes two to tango. We have been doing whatever we could, and I counted very few things which during my visit we agreed and we implemented, and they acknowledged in July. No other than the Prime Minister of Afghanistan, His Excellency Mr. Akhund, that whatever you promised, we appreciate that you went back and within few weeks you implemented everything. It has the trade facilities, it has the economic actions, it has the political matters, it has every subject under the refugees. So we agreed with everything and we implemented. So that's best you can. But unfortunately, as I said, it takes two to tango, and they never ended. And this responsibility they have to discharge if you have to come back to a peaceful neighbor. Otherwise, we have exercised a lot of patience, and this decision has been taken as a last resort. After exercising due patience, exercising complete restraint, so we are believer absolutely that we should go through the diplomatic dialogue route. Thank you so much for.
नाज़रीन, नाइब वज़ीर एआज़म मोहम्मद इसहाक डार की सफराको